Alright boys, so today I'm going to try to give you 10 tips in less than 5 minutes for Warzone. Send this to your friends, make sure they know this shit, because it'll definitely help you perform better. I am no pro, but these things I think anyone knows, or should know if you don't know. So, here we go. Number 1. The thing about cars, rules about cars. Be prepared to never drive a car if you don't have a trophy system. If you don't have a trophy system, the odds are you will be C4'd to shit. If you're going to have to drive a car, make sure you drive it quick and to the point and jump out before you reach any buildings. You need to make sure you do this because you don't want to be blown up, because I have literally had so many times where my friends just get blown up out of nowhere because they're driving a car in a very small circle, or they're driving it near buildings without a trophy system. Alright, number 2, make sure you're using meta guns and attachments. The monolithic suppressor is the greatest attachment you can put on your gun. Now, if you're using a sight, make sure you have tac laser on. That'll help you aim down sight quicker, and it'll cancel out what the scope adds. And when you're using a sniper, don't put on variable zoom. You won't ever be able to scope in fast enough to get a kill. Make sure assault rifles and SMGs you put on extended mags. Those are really helpful. And for the meta guns, you need to be using, for assault rifles, you should be using the Growl. Amazing. The Bruin's been nerfed, so the Growl is the go-to for a laser. It is what I use a lot, and it is very good. And then for subs, MP7, MP5 definitely dominate. I mean, the P90 is pretty good too, but MP7, MP5 definitely the best go-tos. And for LMGs, if you still want to use the Bruin, you can. It's not as good as it used to be. It's not broken, but I don't use it anymore. It's still decent though. If you're looking for a marksman rifle, make sure you use the Kar 98. It's the best one right now, and really the only choice you should have. And for sniper rifles, of course, HDR and AX50 are definitely the go-tos. AX50 if you can hit the headshots, great. HDR is for if you can't hit the headshots. That's pretty much how I see it. Alright, number 3, flanking. If you're going to play, you need to know how to flank. Your teams need to know how to flank. You need to communicate and have one person control them in the front and another person going in the back. You need to flank them. That's how you win the game. So be sure with your teammates you're on the same page of what you're going to do and how you're going to do it. So the Season 5 guns to pick up. You kind of want to know what you're getting into. Just because it's a legendary, don't just pick it up. Just know what you're getting into when you pick it up. Know what the recoil is and whatnot. Just don't pick up something like the freaking, I hate the AUG. I don't know about anyone else, but the AUG's not good. Especially if it's common. You have 25 rounds and you can't kill a person with that. Alright, drop points. Make sure you drop with your team. Make sure you drop near or in the same building at all times. If there's a lot of people on you, drop in the same building. If you don't have your friends with you, you can't fight a team of 4. I don't care how good you are. You have a chance if they're bad, but if they're good, you're done for. So for contracts, make sure you're doing contracts while you play. If you're not doing contracts, you're missing out. So much money can be made there, and you can get so many loadouts, UAVs, whatever. So make sure you're taking any bounties. Scavenger if you just dropped, or most wanted if you feel really ballsy. Alright, number 7 is be on the same page with loadouts. If one person has a sniper and SMG and the other one has an assault rifle and whatever, like, you're not exactly on the same page, because maybe one of you wants to stay back like 300 meters on a rooftop and shoot people, while one of you is prepared to rush a building where those people are. And so whichever way you end up going, one of you's at a disadvantage because you're not ready for that kind of fight. So it's always best to know what everyone's getting and what loadout you should get and what loadout your teammates should get, just so you can balance out your play style, and so that one person isn't on a building and you're stuck with them not being able to rush anyone. Alright, number 7 is ghost. Make sure at all times, once it gets to a point of the game, you should have ghost, or you should want to have ghost. If you don't have ghost, you're gonna be freaking slaughtered, because they'll come straight at you and they'll know where you are, but you don't know where they are. So be prepared for those kind of gunfights. And if you don't want to run ghost, props to you, good luck. I hope you win still. Number 8 is heartbeat. So if you're playing solos, obviously you should have a heartbeat, or if you feel ballsy, not have heartbeat. But if you're playing with trios, duos, or quads, make sure someone has a heartbeat at least, and then other people have stun grenades or something. Stun grenades are OP, by the way, so I recommend carrying those if you don't need a heartbeat. Number 10 is armor. You'd think this is really simple, but it's not. I am at fault of doing this too. Let's say you get sniped and you don't have any armor and you're rushing them still. This is a terrible idea because once you get to that building, they have 150 more hit points than you do, and they're going to wipe your ass. So you really need to be very adamant about having 3 pieces of armor at all times. And if you don't, you need to play very conservatively. Alright, so that's all the tips for today. I hope you enjoyed them. I hope you learned from them. Share them with your friends. Make sure you're all on the same page. And I wish you luck out there. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you later.